video for those of you who love the feeling of everyday accomplishment. If you like lists, if you like mindful spending, if you like mindful hedonism, you're in the right place in the right video.
We're gonna go through the spring rotation, the products that are out, the products that are in, and I'm also gonna compare my lists of all of the cosmetic stash that I used to have slightly less than a year ago and what I have now. Some categories were a triumphant win of mindfulness over consumption, some others not as much, but some categories, even though stayed the same, significantly changed in quality. Without further ado, let's start. I have used up 3 shower gels, and the notable two are, especially for those of you who are into perfumes, it's going to be Frederic Malle Eau de Magnolia, which is like a travel size, 40 ml, 1.35 fluid ounces. Very watery, and the way that they approached reconstructing the scent in this kind of medium was not very satisfactory to me. I wouldn't really go back to this particular body wash because it's just smelled like, like just that generic magnolia odorant that you can find in kind of household goods. So it wasn't really up to the bar what I expect from Frederic Malle. Unfortunately, I have 3 more of these, and even though, it's better than the other 17 that I used to have, I'm a little bit disappointed. So -1 here. This is actually a rather good find. I'm way more happy. I'm happier about this one than I am about the Frederic Malle one. This is Ambusan Histoire d'Amour. If you haven't tried this affordable gem, it's truly worth trying. It's a very delightful, 100% unisex, kind of fougere, airy floral. It's really fun. I completely used up the shower gel here, and I even cut through to use up the last drop of the body lotion as well. I would totally rebuy this again. This was fun, and in a way, I even like it more than another kind of green, watery, airy floral, which is what I have by L'Artisan Parfumeur, Kalina, or Caligna. I'm not sure what's the pronunciation here. As the time goes by, I'm realizing more and more how important it is for me to actually find inspiring and interesting scents that would accompany me during this pivotal moment every morning. So that is out. I would gladly repeat that if I had the opportunity. Unfortunately, I can't find Histoire d'Amour outside of the perfume sets. But what I really wanted to show is that last year I had 17 shower gels alone. If you haven't seen my beauty stash, I'll leave a link below to an overview. This is it's almost a closet that is full of half opened or unopened products. It used to be. So I'm really trying to weed out the weak links, pare it down, and kind of have, if I want a variety, to have a variety that I will enjoy. So now I have the total -3. I haven't bought any new ones, and I have 12 against 17 last year. And the kind of shower gels that I have now are much more selective. I have Bottega Veneta, which is the classic. One of my favorites in the shower. I think I like it in the shower gel more than I like it in the perfume. I have Amouage Lyric in the shower gel. This is actually much better quality of the shower gel. As faithful it is in representing Lyric as a perfume, I'm not quite sure. I wish I had a decant to actually compare. Kalina by L'Artisan Parfumeur, I have 3 more Frederic Malle Eau de Magnolia. I'm excited to take showers these days. It's a whole another game. I must say, I really found this incredible kind of pocket of happiness in the space that used to be just a bland, it's just functional, going through the motions moment in my life before. Okay, moving on. Another pretty painful category for me, at least in the past, was the body creams. I used to have 23, no less than 23. This is like painful to admit. I have -1 because I completely used up the Aubusson Histoire d'Amour one, but I haven't really made a lot of progress. It's just, this is like the new pressure point for me to use up all of the ones that I have, and it's taking me forever. I often forget to take body creams with me with that travel when I actually need them. I don't know why, but when I travel, my skin becomes a desert, like any change of climate, and it's crazy. So I think I actually bought one, yeah, because I was traveling and I forgot to take body cream with me. But at home, I don't really use them that much. So I ended up with a total of 18 against the 23 that I had last year. It's an improvement, but I remember that I mostly used up all the little travel sizes, so it's not much of an improvement. So this year, 2021, is about paring down body creams and becoming way more selective in the very similar way that I've become with shower gels with body creams. I want to have one super nourishing body cream that keeps with like cold weather kind of skin problems with cracked heels and things like that, you know, like just super duper rich in nourishing, maybe even the body oil, and 2 or 3 at max 5 perfume body lotions that allow me to explore other scents through this particular medium. Because I also find some perfumes I do prefer in a lotion formula than I do prefer in the eau de parfum. It's odd enough, like it's been also a bit of a kind of growing theme in my life that some perfumes, I actually don't like them in the classic spray formula, but I'm not quite sure how it works yet. I've just been noticing a little bit of a pattern there. Okay, so we're done with that part as well. Pretty spectacular product. Well, good progress with shower gels. It's just not as good with body creams, and I'm really struggling there. With shampoo, I used to have a total of 8, which is I think is quite a bit, and I used up one pretty large bottle. This is basically my favorite, like if you're ever curious about thin, very thin, fragile hair that is not super voluminous. Theory, which you can find in the discount stores like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, is my favorite brand so far. I've tried quite a few by them, and I think to this day I probably prefer the black one, something with charcoal, but the other ones are pretty nice too. So here I have tea tree and ginger. I think I have something with rose in my shower. It's basically the only one that how many do I have left? I have 3 left. 3? Really? Yeah, I do have 3 left. Okay. But this is -1, but this is 3 against 8. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Conditioners. Man, that was painful. It was a product, like hair conditioner, I mean, that I just, like, I have very thin hair. And usually they're like short, like at maximum at the shoulder length. I don't really need a lot of hair conditioner. I could never use them up fast enough. So what I started doing, I started using them as a shaving cream, and I started adding them to different pigments when I tried to get more of a pastel or diluted type of effect on my hair. So I started buying extra like strength pigments and diluting them with the hair conditioner because they have about the same consistency. And this is how I managed. Are you ready? You ready? I managed to get it down from 30 to 9. And this is counting all of my colored conditioners that I actually love and use, and this is Overtone. This is probably my #1 hair conditioning brand. Overtone has colored and colorless options these days, and they're kind of pricey, but this is an indie brand, and I kind of feel good that I'm supporting an independent small business. I don't know how small they are these days, but like I absolutely love their pigments. I don't know what ingredients they put that are so beautifully conditioning my hair without making them super oily or like super weighed down, because this is kind of an issue. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'm kind of happy with the 9 that I have because I have different colors. I also used up 2, the travel ones that Ulta used to send me these kind of kits all the time, and I didn't know how to get rid of them fast enough. -2, very happy about that. And I haven't bought any new ones, so this is probably the biggest achievement so far. 9 against 30. When it comes to other hair products, another painful point for me, I don't really use a lot of products, thickening or iron, like hot iron or like curling tools. I don't really do much with my hair. So all of the products that I somehow managed to acquire, basically just a standstill. The only ones that I've been using quite a bit, especially when I had kind of gray silver hair, is the Colorista by L'Oreal. I think I got like 5 of them, and I'm slowly kind of burning through these silver hairsprays. If you've seen my previous videos when I'm in this like metallic wolf gray silver, platinum silver kind of hair, this is what gives them their beauty. Love it, love it, love it. -1. I got a new product though. This is Living Proof Perfect Hair Days Body Builder. This is both voluminizing as far as I understand and also fixing. So it's like a hairspray with some voluminizing properties. I do have a rather generic hairspray that it's okay. So I'm very hopeful that this will help with creating volume in my hair. If you guys tried anything of that kind, please let me know what really works for you, because I'm kind of on the search of something that will help help with the volume, because I don't have any. But we'll see. If it ends up working, I'll definitely let you know. Otherwise, if you don't hear back from me, this probably was not worth mentioning again. But I got this +1, -1, so we're at a standstill with roughly, let me see, 13 against 20. It's good. I mean, I still used up some. I'm sure I had like a bunch of small samples that I slowly but surely used up on my hair. So here is another pain point that I don't know how to be creative about. The various hair styling and like other kind of things. I guess I'll just try to put one out and like make it a point to every once in a while apply it, but I'm realizing that a lot of these extra features for your hair I just don't have use for. So definitely not planning on buying anything extra for the hair in terms of styling in the nearest future. Maybe in the next year for sure. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If you have any like indispensable styling products in your routine, let me know, because maybe I just haven't found the ones that would become so necessary that I would be willing to take the extra step. Who knows? Okay, now we're going toward the skin routine. My anti-aging routine basically consists of, just like for a lot of other people, day cream primarily with some form of vitamin C serum, and I used up 2. The one that I got as a gift from Protocol, which is their vitamin C super serum. I think I already talked about it to death in my previous video, but it's worth mentioning that the packaging is absolutely genius when it comes to very rapidly diminishing potency of vitamin C serums. Exposure to air, exposure to heat, and just generally with time they're very unstable. Even when they're put in some kind of liposomes and various biological membranes, there's still a very limited shelf time. So getting yourself a stash of vitamin C serums is about the worst idea imaginable. So from now on I've basically swear to only have one on hand and just replace them as they go. So I used up 2. So this was the best one. I actually saw results with the Protocol one. I'm amazed. I went to buy it again and I realized that it's like over $70 in price. A lot of people recommended the Timeless vitamin C serum. If you tried that one, please let me know. But if you take a comparable volume of that will also cost me over $70. And that one I haven't tried. I don't know if it works. So I am considering to just actually biting the bullet and buying it again, because only in the last year and a half I started seeing what it really means to have hyperpigmentation. Before that, I wasn't really sure how I could tell. Oh, I can tell now. With this, I can tell the evening of the skin tone, the kind of the brightening effects that there's like this just the skin color looks way more even and way more, I wouldn't say plump, but kind of fresher. I do see a difference. In contrast to the one that I got, I think it was like one of the best sellers of iHerb, and this is by Angelique, Age Refining Vitamin C, Serendipity. Age Refining Vitamin C Facial Serum. First of all, I absolutely hate the droppers. This is such a waste of time. It's everything is wrong about this packaging while everything is right about this one. And I'm not saying it because I'm not sponsored. I did get it for free, but I'm not like, I wouldn't be talking about this if it really didn't blow my mind, especially given the fact that I haven't heard about it from anybody. So it's gonna be either timeless, especially if you guys recommend it highly, or it's gonna be a repurchase. Well, not repurchase, but the second, a repetition of Protocol Vitamin C Super Serum, because it has all of the protective gear and it has like the aluminium kind of vacuum-based packaging that just shrinks the more you use it. So there's absolutely no chance that the air gets into this bottle and destroys its functional properties. Love it, love it, love it, love it. -2. Minus a few samples that I had, one from Hauschka, nothing to report back, to be honest. And I got a few new ones. I got a Shiseido, I actually got a whole set from Shiseido Day Cream, some kind of serum concentrate, and eye cream. But more important, I got these three, two in a little sample, creams that one of them I intend to use as a night cream and one of them as a day cream. This is oh so expensive, a Rodial. If you haven't heard of Rodial, I think their claim to claim is that Victoria Beckham kind of collaborated with them or something, like as if she used it or something like that. There's some kind of British upper class celebs that collaborated with Rodial. So they have the Dragon's Blood hyaluronic moisturizer. Right now I'm halfway through the one from Protocol, which I enjoy quite a bit, but I don't find the cream, the hyaluronic day cream by Protocol, to be as impressive in its function as their vitamin C serum. This is just like amazing. This is nice. This is nice. I can't really tell if I see a lot of difference, but like it's a nice cream to use up. And after that, I'm gonna replace it once I'm done with that with hyaluronic moisturizer SPF 15 by the Rodial. It was on a really good deal on Blue Mercury. And that was like my first ever purchase made on that website. We'll see. It was $18 against like 50, I think it's the usual price. This is why I kind of jumped on it. If it's worth mentioning again, we'll meet and talk about it in the next kind of beauty diary video of mine. But if not, that means it wasn't worth mentioning again. Let's talk about my progress on. So this is Drunk Elephant. This is another peptide cream, which I'm gonna use up very quickly. When it comes to day creams, I used up two. I showed you two serums. I added one, which is Rodial, and I had 8 in the storage. So now I have 9, and I had 8 last year. So I actually have more than I used to have before. The problem is that it's not really a problem. The thing is that I added a lot of small kind of samples. So I don't really see it as something that I need to fight against. I'll just go through them, make my final call of whether this is worth purchasing in full size or not, and move on. So I think that's fine. I'm a little bit surprised that it's still like such big of a number. I thought I would be somewhere around 4 or 5, but 9 is 9. This is where we are now. But the night creams, besides just the general overall kind of like moisturization, what I need from night creams, they are supposed to fulfill 2 other anti-aging properties. Is the very thick balm-like creams with peptides that kind of do a gentle exfoliation when I sleep, and the kind of not mixing and matching, but kind of like interchangeably using them against retinol creams. So my retinol I only use at night. I used up 3 pretty retinol heavy creams. This is the clinical 1% retinol treatment by Paula's Choice. I used to not being able to tolerate it more than once, almost a month. I would turn completely red. I don't know what happened, but now I can do this. So I basically used it up. I use it about twice a week, so to speak, as my night cream. I really don't know if I see any difference, to be honest. And I think with retinol, it's the prolonged use with everything else included that kind of slows down the aging of the skin and the turgor rather than giving you any kind of instant boost like vitamin C serums do. So I will continue to use retinol heavy products. Right now I actually don't have anything. I only have 2 peptide creams. But I used up all my retinol. If you have any really amazing retinol heavy creams to recommend, I really appreciate a tip. -3. The other one was Sydney Riley A+ high dose retinoid serum. I don't think it's worth the price. I have 1 more left. I used up my Sephora points for these. Don't really care for it. I wouldn't go back to that. I would rather probably repurchase something from Paula's Choice. I really like the reasonable, mindful approach that they take toward formulating their skincare. Unless you give me a really good recommendation, I will probably try that instead. So I got a night cream. This was gifted by the brand Saturday Skin, which is a new hot kid in town. They basically sent me a sampler to try. They're now sold in Sephora. They had a huge sale in the mid-February, which I heard was a smashing success, at least according to what they say. 4 of them. So this is a Pretty Pop probiotic powder whipped cream. Probiotic creams are all the rage right now, like compared to weak acids that were all the rage probably a year or 2 before. And I do have my acid in the 8% HAA gel exfoliant from Paula's Choice. That's probably that's the only acid that I have right now in my routine. And I kind of been enjoying the probiotic creams. Maybe it's just the marketing. I kind of feel better about using probiotic creams and enzymatic creams rather than just the acids themselves. So this is gonna be my new probiotic cream, which is a night routine that part of my night routine. There's a sampler here of the pretty much same thing that I got. I think it was like a Point Perk or something from Sephora. Proteiny polypeptide cream by Drunk Elephant. Very expensive stuff, but I heard a lot of people swear by the Drunk Elephant products. If you do, please let me know what you enjoy the most from them. I'll be trying this out. And the other 3 that the Saturday Skin sent to me to review is a gentle cleanser. This is, actually, let me show you what they are. Why am I just showing you the bottles? So the gentle cleanser, which is 120 mils. I do enjoy my cleansers, and I haven't bought one in almost a year. And right now with cleansers, let's see, I've finished one, which is actually, these are my probiotic enzymes. It used to be an old product, like an enzymatic powder by Bare Minerals. They also do have skincare line right now, but I haven't tried much from them rather than this particular one. Mix, exfoliate, smooth, and to add to cleanser, skin polishing grains. Loved it. It was like a really great both physical and chemical exfoliation when you added it to a soft cleanser. So -1 there, +1, and we are at 3. No. No, we are at 6. No, we used to be at 6. We're at 5 now. So 6 last year, 5 now. That's okay. That's okay. So I have 1 new cleanser to try. And I do have a refining peel gel, which I also kind of like lump with cleansers. This is why I'm saying +2, because this is what I usually use instead of a cleanser if I want something more dramatic. So what do we do with his? Cleanse and then pat dry your face. Apply, rinse and clean with warm water. Yeah, this is basically a more advanced step, and I would use it instead of a morning cleanse or after like I take off the makeup. So +2 from Saturday Skin. Very excited. Thanks for the products and for the review. And another thing from them was an eye cream, which I like. I almost gasped because I just used up. Like there's almost nothing there. I even cut it to use up the last bits of it. The By Nature Hyaluronic Acid plus Caffeine, zero parabens and nasty chemicals. By Nature brand is now can be found easily in a lot of discount stores like Marshalls and TJ Maxx. I used it up completely. Nothing. Not gonna be coming back to that. To be honest, I still find that Algenist eye creams are so far the best for me, but we'll see how the Saturday Skin is gonna do because I'm out of eye cream at this point. And they sent, it's a pretty large bottle. This is 30 ml, which I find to be a really generous portions. With eye creams, I usually come in these, here's one by Shiseido, look at that. I have like one travel one that I'm halfway through. This is tiny, this is just like laughable. This was a full size, also rather small. How many mils are here? Oh, actually not that small, 15 mil, but it was kind of watery and I used it up rather quickly. So this is 30 mil, a bit of a bulky packaging, but beautiful. I am very excited to start using it ASAP. Not gonna lie, the packaging on Saturday, what is it? Saturday Skin, yeah, Saturday Skin. Just the packaging is very much millennial in their design. So there's like a baby powdery pink with very subtle holographic and silvery accents, which is kind of like hard to see, but like it's pretty cool. I must say, I dig the packaging. I dig it. Ooh. I know this is silly. You shouldn't be liking skincare because of the packaging, but let's just say the first impressions are stellar. Good looking stuff. If it works, it will be even better because it's very widely available. If you tried anything by Saturday Skin, please let me know. I would love to give like a head start on like what's the best way to use this stuff. When it comes to my inventory of eye creams, I was doing really well last year, and I continue to be strong in that particular department. Only two, one travel size that is halfway out and one new one to replace it, at this particular instance +1 from Saturday Skin, and -1 by Nature, which was rather meh kind of experience. So with eye creams, I had 2 last year and I have 2 now. With cleansing experiences, oh, I said already, I have 5 now and I had 6 last year, but it's fine. I guess I just added 2, and that was like a PR package, so I don't have much control over that. How many products they will send in the whole package. That's fine. I'm excited to try this stuff. And did I mention with night creams, I used to have 6 and I have 3 now. I think this is really good, especially when we're talking about very like active ingredients such as retinol, such as like peptides, probiotics, and like enzyme kind of stuff. This is the same thing when it comes to day skincare and the night skincare. I want to have the absolute minimum. 1 retinoid, 1 gentle exfoliant, be it enzymatic, probiotic kind of thing, or like acidic kind of thing, and basically vitamin C and maybe something like hyaluronic skin plumping day cream. And this is basically it. And 1, max 2 eye creams. I think I am the only thing I really need to work through is the day creams. Otherwise, I think I'm doing pretty well. Don't you think? I think I'm gonna pat myself on the back for this one. Now we're getting to even more thrilling part, makeup. It's taken me years, but I have finished two highlighters. One that I have probably like at this point 3 of, which is Laura Geller baked highlighter in the color French Vanilla. This is my setting powder for under the eyes, a very subtle, gentle highlight. It's beautiful in all the respects. I still can't find anything that's remotely as good as this. And I've tried Hourglass, I've tried like a lot of other kind of lightly highlighting beauty powders. Nothing is just quite like this. So I used up another travel. I have one more. No, I have 2 more. Okay, 2 more left. But like, I'm not in a rush to finish them off. I just keep using them because this is a staple in my makeup collection. And I completely used up a full-size one by Stila. This is such a clunky packaging. I'm sure they haven't had a highlighter like this probably in 5 to 7 years. It's old as dirt. But it was going strong. I used it up. I'm never ever buying highlighter. And I was so close to buying one the other day because KVD highlighters, I have one here. They were in TG Maxx for $5 a piece. And I have one here, and they had one in like peachy pink color. I forget how it's called. It was so seductive, but I'm so happy I didn't do it because it like, if these ones are more subtle and you can go wild with them and you can use them on your body, you can kind of, you can use them up if you really try to. This super glittery duochrome stuff, no chance. No chance. It will totally go bad way before you see the pan of that. So, minus 2 highlighters. I'm gonna open champagne after I'm done with filming this video. You know me, this is incredible. I'm so happy. Okay, I haven't bought any, so happy there. I've used up almost completely and kind of dried up at the end. I cut it through and it was like not really usable very quickly. Afterwards, the IT Cosmetics, their SPF 50 plus CC cream, great stuff if you live in the dry climate. It kind of starts melting and moving around my face in humid climates, and Florida is definitely very humid, so I had it for years. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people bought it after my recommendation and loved it, especially living in Europe or just in places where you don't have this overwhelming humidity situation. Then it can really work beautifully, and it's a great defense against, I was about to say against the dark arts. I've been listening to the Harry Potter books again. It's a great defense against the sun damage. And it's very, the shades, they don't have a lot of shades, but they melt with your skin tone very well. A lot of people with a variety of skin tones could make this work. So this is a must-have for me in the dry climates, but I don't live in one anymore. I've been out of California for almost a year. But when I move, if I move to any place with dry climate, I'll rebuy it. Right now, no, I'll just continue to use the other stuff that I have. It's just a small sample, but I was really impressed with the quality. This is a tinted moisturizer by Chantecaille. I mean, I guess it's no surprise that Chantecaille products ought to impress you in their performance, because for their price, they better be amazing. But I'm genuinely impressed by their tinted moisturizer. It had kind of like a both balmy yet gel-like texture. It had rather good coverage for a tinted moisturizer. So I am gonna just make a picture of it for future reference, and if at some point I'm done, because I need to use up some of my stuff. Like this is like the Clinique one, I have Dolce & Gabbana one, I have the Dr. Jart. I still have quite a few foundations and with SPF and BB creams to go through before I commit to the new one. But this is going on my wish list because this was good. And again, if you're curious, it's called Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer SPF 15. I'm impressed. I used to be a long time hater of tinted moisturizers, but the Chantecaille is the first one that I was like, I would buy this. It's fun. It's actually fun stuff. It really behaves beautiful on the skin. Okay. I am throwing away 2 eyeliners, one in the pencil form, it completely dried up, and one in the liquid form, so -2 from my stash. Nothing to report here, nothing special. -2 mascaras. One absolute favorite. I've been going through bottle after bottle. This is Monsieur Big by Lancome. This now, it has replaced Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Used to be my staple mascara because it gave a lot of subtle volume to the eyelashes, but it kept them soft. So I used it almost as a lash primer before, but once I got the Lancome Monsieur Big, the game was over. Nothing impressed me ever since. So this is -1, but I already have a limited edition packaging here, and I have one more travel saved up. So this is just gonna be a revolving, there's gonna be a rotation. The Monsieur Big quickly became an absolute must-have in my makeup collection, and if you look at my lashes, they are not long, they're not dense, they're actually almost white, because like I'm a this is like my natural hair color, so like I'm not like an albino, I'm not completely white, but like a lot of my hair features are not, it's like being a moth, you know, like there's not much of a definition to my face through the lashes or through the brow, so I kind of have to create volume and presence there almost from scratch. And another one that I was sent by a subscriber, this is Big Ego by Tarte. I'm sure this is a huge, absolute huge wand. I'm sure it works for people with normal lashes, with people who are struggling with volume and length and like basically everything concerning lashes. This is just did nothing for me. And -2, and I just basically just replaced my favorite. Okay. Now I have some explaining to do with this. I've been doing my makeup with the new eyeshadow palette. Sephora put a lot of small eyeshadow palettes by Huda on sale. I've been kind of being meh about like the small eyeshadow palettes by Huda, but their sale, they got me. Let's just say like it is. The sale got me. There was no particular reason to really buy anything like this, but I did. So this is Purple Haze. If you do have a must-have Huda palettes, especially the small ones, please let me know in the comments below, because I think I had 5 of them over the course of the years, and every time I got rid of them because they were not up to par. There's something off about them. So this one, I've been just oscillating back and forth about whether to keep it. My makeup is done with this palette, and it's nice, I'll give it that, and it's travel friendly, and some of the purple glitter here, as you can see, is I don't really have anything that is quite that similar. But at the same time, will it be as noticeable on the eyes? I'm not so sure. The Huda glitters have an unfortunate capacity to kind of add age to, add wrinkles and a lot of texture to my skin, to my like eyelids. And this is my primary concern when it comes to their glitters. However, when it comes to some of the best shimmery eyeshadows that I have, they also come from Huda, and their remastered rose gold palette survived a lot of declutters, and like one of the absolute stunners, the one to be unmatched even by Pat McGrath, is this icy pink color. I've never seen anything before or after that was as shimmery yet metallic. Nothing. I compared, even like there's a color here that is sort of within the same lines. It is pale in comparison. It doesn't even have the same kind of shine. Nothing. And I did compare with Pat McGrath. I did. Nothing compares with some of the shimmers that are in the rose gold palette. So I am kind of split on it. I'll ask for your comments. What do you think about Huda these days, about their new releases? Anything that is worth keeping or worth trying? I think I'll keep it because I love the purples on my eyes, and some of these shades are fairly unique to my collection, but would I recommend it to a friend? This is what I'm not sure about. Not sure. I would say if it's on the really good discount, like I think I got myself for $18, and probably you can find it secondhand or like on Mercari for probably 12. For that price, if you like the colors, might be worth the buy. But if you're wanting something extraordinary, indie glitters and shimmers is where it's at these days. So I think I'm gonna keep it. So +1. I also got, I think I got lucky, for $8 each. I got makeup brushes from Marc Jacobs. One of my absolute must-haves when it comes to brushes is their concealer brush, which is like a finger brush. Like it has like a very kind of slanted, I don't have it with me right now, kind of slanted shape. It's almost like a finger. The absolute best blending brush ever invented. And I would die to get a bigger one. They also have a bigger one, but it's never on sale. These two, $8 each. Was it Marshall? It was Marshall's. I was ecstatic. So I got basically all the ones that I could find. This one is just a general eyeshadow brush, and I thought it would be nothing special, but there's something about this brush that gives it enough springiness, and yet it's very giving. I've been enjoying using it way more than most of my other brushes that I have. And the majority of my eye brushes that survived the declutters are the Pro brushes by e.l.f. I mean, for the price, you can't beat them, that's for sure. But when it comes to like getting to a nicer tier of brushes without breaking a bank, I think $8 for Marc Jacobs. That'll do. That'll do for me. And I saved best for last. The star of this show, in terms of makeup, is gonna be a complete blind buy surprise, something I just threw into my Sephora cart to get free shipping. These are these glittery, shimmery lip glosses by Pat McGrath. They've been on sale forever. I haven't really paid much attention, and let's face it, we lived through a year of wearing a mask and still are in that category, but the kind of iridescence that these ones give is unparalleled. I don't know anything that is quite that nice and non-sticky and that glossy and gives such a beautiful iridescent shine. I have one on my lips. I'm gonna refresh it to give you an idea. So which one? I'm just gonna mix them together, why not? So nice. And I think it was $12 for 3. Worth every penny and more. I love that it's a travel size because I don't think I can go through the whole size gloss of anything. I love them. They're so good. I mean, I didn't expect much from them, but I fell in love hard, head over heels. I don't know if camera can show it. They're just extraterrestrial. There's just something so extra about them. And I must say, I've tried Pat McGrath last year. I finally got one palette, the one that was like the highest, the best selling, I think was Rose 2. It was nice. It was not $100 worth of nice. I returned it. But when it comes to lip products, Pat McGrath all the way. I have their lipsticks now, I have their lip balms, and now I have their glosses. That's it. I almost want to swear off of any other lip products in makeup and just stick with Pat McGrath. When it comes to eyeshadows though, it's a slightly different story. Yeah, this is it. I hope it was useful. I also got rid of 2 nail polishes, but I don't think it's really worth mentioning. It's just like for my own inventory purposes. I think, given all the categories and how well I did, my new focus of my beauty routine of 2021 is gonna be keeping the day and night products with under 5 in each category to make sure I have fresh vitamin C, fresh hyaluronic cream for the day routine, and fresh peptide or enzymatic kind of thing, and fresh retinol based cream. I will be battling with my body creams. And if I do end up with some diversity, I want that diversity to be of like exceptional quality and interesting sense, something that kind of fuels to my obsession with perfumes more rather than just moisturizes my skin and that's it. I hope you'll tell me about your beauty routine of 2021. What are the concerns that came forward? What are the products that you fell in love with which things you fell out of love with? Have you been also paring down your stash? How it's been going? Tell me everything. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't had a chance yet, and I'll see you in the next video.